What is going on? This is another episode of Walks Buckeye Talks. Back with another recap of the Ohio State versus Wisconsin Badgers. Uh, Before we get started, like, share, subscribe, comment, all that good stuff. Man, let's get to it. All right, man. This was a very uh, weird game, as I would say. It's a very weird game, right? I still haven't seen the offense put together a full, complete game where it was like, man, everything is clicking, everything is just going smooth. The route tree, the blocking, it's just they just don't know how to put it all together, man. I'm starting to feel like that's just what this team is going to be about. Because even though we won 24-10, uh, it was a very ugly game, man. And I know I said before, I like the grittiness of this team. But man, this offense is looking very Iowa-ish. Like seriously, like it's nasty, man. But man, let's get to it. Kyle McCord, he was up and down once again. First half, he was through two picks, a fumble, and me personally, I think that Ryan Day didn't do him a service by some of the play calling. Man, I feel like he's holding that he's like the O line is not good enough for us to be you doing those 5-7 drop back passes and letting the play develop. It's like I don't think we have the offensive line for that because I don't think he trusts his offensive line. I think that's the biggest thing. I think he has trouble with his feet placement and he doesn't trust the O line. And he doesn't step into the pocket. His pocket awareness is not that good. Like he has a lot of work to do, and we only got like 4 games left. So I just feel like that's just him. We have to make it work with Kyle McCord. It is what it is, man, because he was that first half, and this is what I was like scared because I was like, this is the game where he's gonna cost us. He's gonna turn the balls over. It's gonna be an up and down game. He's gonna let them creep back in the game. And it was like, oh my Lord. And then second half, Wisconsin went down and tied it, and he came back and answered the bell. Like you see that stuff, and it's like, man, why can't you do this the whole game? Like we answered the bell, right? We'll say he goes down, he throws another pick, or it's a 3-and-out. They come down and score. Like this whole game could have been different or felt different, even if they got a field goal. Like it was 10-10 in the third quarter, and you know what? They had the momentum. They were at home, and Cal McCord came down and answered the bell. Like I respect that, but man, he has to get better, man. He has to understand that. Look, you can manage the game. We just need you to make 2 or 3 plays on your own, and we're going to be okay with this defense. But I think getting a Mecca back is going to help this team so much because I feel like we ran a lot of two tight end. Like I feel like we got the playmakers to run. Like I think Carnell Tate can play in the slot. You know, I was wrong about my prediction with Julian Fleming. Like he got banged up. It started out good. I was like, here we go. But I just like I said, I think we should play Carnell Tate a lot more. Yeah, like I said, he kind of got the it factor, but I'm getting sidetracked. Cal McCord was 17 to 26 with 226, 2 touchdowns, 2 picks, and a QBR of 56.0. He, like I said, he was up and down, man. And that performance that first half wasn't good at all. Like the first pick, we're driving, right? We're driving, we're about to score at least a field goal, and he throws a very bad interception. Like, throw it out, man. Throw it out. It's not there. Throw it out. Don't force it. You know what I mean? Don't give them the momentum. Throw it out and live to see another down. And I feel like he was forcing, he was pressing, and it just was a bad pick. The second pick, I guess he didn't see the corner there. So I mean, maybe I don't know. That's something that I have to rewatch, or see a video. But it just like he didn't see the guy, and he made a good play. Also, he broke on the ball like a good DB should. So I don't know, man. I don't know about Kyle McCord. Like I've been trying to be on this Kyle McCord train and say, man, he's gonna get better. He's gonna get better. But man, I don't see it, man. I don't see nothing that just like, oh, okay, he got it, or he can march his team down. And like I'm big on, I understand that Ryan Day is all about, the pro passing system, and I know he produces NFL quarterbacks, but Kyle McCord, as of right now, he doesn't look like that quarterback, typical NFL type quarterback. But he can still be a good college quarterback, and that's all you need to have to win it all. But with that being said, if he's gonna not like uh I'm sorry, if he's not gonna throw the ball and pick a team apart and pick the defense apart and read the defense, I always say it's sometimes you just gotta be a gamer. Like be a gamer. Scramble for 10 yards, scramble for 20 yards. Like, create something. Like he's too like straight up and down with no special effects. And then he's killing us because he's not picking the defense apart. So it's like you don't get nothing. I heard one of the sports writers from that follows Ohio State say he's like equivalent to Stetson Bennett. No, he's not, because Stetson Bennett was a gamer. He might not be a pro quarterback. He was a really good college quarterback. But even like his first year starting when he was up and down, you at least saw flashes of him being a gamer. He would scramble for a first down. He would scramble for 20 yards to move the drive, to get a big play. Like he does nothing. Like I was happy to see him scramble for the first down because it's like it's been there the whole night. Like, oh, he's just killing me, man. He's killing me. And I'm so like, I don't know, like this defense is like championship level, but this quarterback, oh my Lord, I am very scared for my Buckeyes, man. I just don't know, man. I just don't know. But we gotta make it work, man. We gotta make it work. But Kyle McCord, that wasn't a good day for him, man. It wasn't a good day. I don't care about the second half. The scary part about this offense is like we move the ball on everybody. Like good defenses and all from the 25 to like the 25, at least the 30 from the opposite side. We move it just fine. From the 30 or 35 on down to the end zone, I don't know if it's play calling, I don't know if it's lack of focus, I don't know if it's quarterback receive, I don't know, but it's like we can't score. And that's the scary part. We're going to be able to move the ball on anybody. Yes, Michigan. Yes, if we play Georgia, we're going to be able to move the ball. But good teams finish drives. Championship level teams finish drives, and we're not there. And it's like game 8. Like we have to be there. We have to score touchdowns. Like people all out here, I've been hearing this whole narrative about Ohio State. This is the year to get us. Oh, they don't look that good. Like if you really watch the game, we were like 10 points, at least 14 points better than Notre Dame. We moved the ball just fine on Notre Dame. If you watch Penn State, we should have put up at least 35 on Penn State. Wisconsin, we should have had that game probably should have been over at halftime. Like seriously, like 20 points would have did the job for you yesterday, and we could have had that in the first half. Like we're just leaving too much to be desired in these games, and it's going to catch up to us. We have to figure it out. Like we can't put so much pressure on our defense night in and night out to stop everybody. Like we've been blessed to not play a lot of teams with a lot of good skilled or a really good veteran quarterback. Like we've been getting by, you know what I mean? And no, the defense is elite. I'm not saying like I'm not gonna be one of those person who's flip flopping. No, the defense is elite. But man, this offense is we gotta figure it out, man. And hopefully getting a Mecca back um will maybe look different. He hasn't played since Maryland. So he's been missing. He missed Penn State and he missed uh, Wisconsin. So and Purdue, if I'm not mistaken. So we just have to figure it out, man. But whew, Kyle McCord, man. I hate being critical and I hate to, be like that guy. Like I said, this is not the platform for that. Like I respect everybody, every player. But as a fan, man, I'm starting to worry about that kid. Now he's banged up, so you don't know how injuries you can favor stuff. He already doesn't have the best footwork in the pocket. Now you have a bad ankle. I don't know, man. Devin Brown's got a bad ankle. I'm to a point now though. Let's put the freshman Keenholz in, man. Let's put the 6 year, 7 year senior in. Let's see what we can do. Because all we need is about 28 a game. 20, give us 28, 30, 35 a game. That defense is gonna take care of it. Like, that's all we need. That's all Kyle McCord has to do. Like he has like this is not last year or 2 years ago. We didn't have a defense where you had to score 40 or 50. All you need is 28 to 35 points and it's over. That's how good this defense is. But it is what it is, man. It's like my favorite word. It is what it is, man. But let's move on now. The running game, Trevion killed them 24, 162, one touchdown, average 6 yards a carry. Man, I thought he ran hard all the whole game, man. I thought his decision making was quick. He was hitting a hole. He was running hard. I I like that, man. I like what I saw from him today. Like we need that. Like if Kyle McCord is gonna be this, we gonna need a dominant running game like that. He had 24 carries. Chip had 6 for 13, but he got a nice couple big yards on a couple pass plays where he made a couple people miss, like the extended drive and got the first down. And Xavier, man, I really like. I know like that little, it's like a jet sweep or like a wide receiver sweep or something like that they do. Like I know we try to do it for a Mecca, but maybe I'm in the minority, but I like when Xavier runs it, man. He's so shifty. And like I said, I love how that kid runs. He's so light on his feet, the way he's so nimble, he can make people miss. Like Emeka's like a power straight runner. Like Xavier, he makes people miss. He's very fluent when he runs. Like I like that, man. I wish we can continue doing those type of plays with him because he's at least going to get you at least 5 to 7 each time on that play if it's blocked right. Like he's that good. The way he makes people miss, like I like him in offense, man. I think we should use him a lot more. Kind of like a Debo Samuel or like a Percy. He's not as good as those guys or talented, but just somebody that can make people miss. This offense is missing some explosiveness, man. Like that's one of the issues. Like I think over the last few years, I think I spoke on this before. But we've had great receivers, but we haven't had that guy where he can take a 5 yard hitch and make a couple people miss and take it 60. Like we haven't had that a long time. And I think that's what this offense needs. Like we need some people who can make somebody miss and get you a gain of 35 or make a couple people miss and take it the distance or we're lately, I mean recently we've had Chris Olave where you didn't need a guy like that because he could beat you over the top, or Garrett was that guy in a certain sense, or even Jackson, but we don't have that on this team. Like we need that guy. We really do. We miss that offense, man. So hopefully we can incorporate that in the next year or something. But I think that's the biggest thing with offense. We missing explosiveness. Like it's always so hard. And with a young quarterback, the impatientness, he can get impatient. I'm sorry, I don't think that's a word. He get impatient, or the offensive line doesn't hold up. You need to, I would love a 6 play drive for a 60-yard bomb or a 60-yard run or something like that. I know Trevion brings that, but we need to get it for our wideouts, man. Marv can only do so much, but hopefully Omega comes back. He'll be big. But I thought the rushing attack was good. I mean, it sealed the game for us, and it kept us on schedule. Couple of runs, I think Ryan Day just the stretch on first down. That's him being conservative because he doesn't trust Kyle. That's all that is. People say it's bad play calling. No, he doesn't trust him. Or maybe he saw something because I think we scored on stretch play. So all my stretch play fans out there who don't like it, we actually scored on it, but they sealed the game. But he kept running out on the first down. I'm like, dude, they know it's coming. You're putting us behind the chains and you're not helping us. But it worked out, man. So the rushing attack, hey, I can't say nothing about the rushing attack. It kept us on schedule. It wasn't dominant, but it was pretty solid. It was one of the more solid performances all year, if to be honest with you. Now we get to the wideouts. Marv is Marv. We don't need to talk about him. But six catches, 123, 2 touchdowns. Spectacular catch in the end zone. Got the foot down. He just, like I said, man. When they kept talking about Heisman, I was like, it's a quarterback award. But I tell you what, if we can finish strong out and he continue getting 100, 3 touchdowns, catches like this, and it gets to the game, and we're undefeated, and he goes up to Ann Arbor, and we put his upset off, and he has a good game against that defense, he is going to win Heisman. I don't care what anybody does in the country because he is going to win the Heisman. But let's take it one game at a time. But Marv is Marv. Henderson caught the ball a lot on swing routes, on wheel routes, I mean, and those were good plays for us. He almost broke one. I like to see him out in space, man. We got to get that man out in space. We got to get him out in space. That's the only way to get some explosive plays because he's a home run hitter for sure. Julian, like I said, he was banged up. He caught a couple of passes early on. And I was like, my prediction, here we go. I felt it, but I think he dropped one. Cal McCord put it on him. I think he kind of drive one, hit him in his chest. I thought he could have had it, but it was a tough catch. But he also got banged up, so he was okay. And then Carnell had 1 for 14, which we really stopped kind of giving him the ball. He got on the RPO, which I wish we ran more RPOs too. Like I think that'll help Kyle. I think he throws a good ball on RPOs, but I'm not a coach. But receivers had a pretty pedestrian day. Uh, Marv was Marv, but I think the big thing was Travion. Now, offensive line, like they they have good days, they have good games where they pass protect really well, and then they have good days when they run the ball. Like today, like this yesterday, we ran the ball effectively, in my opinion. I thought we was really pushing people. Like I saw one play, I think it was like a dive, like, and it was like part of like the Red Sea. I haven't seen that all year. Like they were getting movement, but the pass protection was awful, man. And it was like Luke Fickle knew that Josh Fryer was weak on that right side, and man, he kept getting destroyed. Like, man, like we are struggling on that right side, on the right tackle, man. And I know he's limited. I know he's not Dewan, and he's probably the weakest link of the offensive line. But he gonna have to play a lot better. I don't know. He's gonna have to play a lot better. We're gonna get somebody hurt out there. He was some plays he missed the block completely. Like you can't whiff, man. It's you gotta, if anything, hit him, hold him, do something, man. But don't whiff and get your quarterback killed. But offensive line was it's the offensive line, man. You know what? Side note, I credit Ryan Day, man. They can say what they want to say about Ryan Day. I know the naysayers going to say what they want to say. Ryan Day doing a hell of a job this year, man. He doing a hell of a job because this offensive line is not up to Ohio State standard. It's not up to championship standard. This quarterback play is not Ohio State standard or championship standard. And we sit here 8-0 by a team that a lot of people thought we had 2 or 3 losses. Like I said, man, Ryan Day, hey, you doing your thing, man. That coaching staff, like you doing your thing because I'm telling you, man, this team is weird, right? It's like, man, what in the world? Like we gotta get, as Dion would say, we gotta get some of them Louis bags, man. Next year, if Cass ain't cutting it, they can leave, man. We got to get a whole new line, and we gonna be in the industry for trying to get us a quarterback too, because this defense is we wasting this defense. This is a championship level defense. But back to regular schedule programming. All in all, the offense was once again 24. That team should have had way more than 24. That team, we should have way more than 24. Wisconsin, a solid team, solid defense, but we're better than that, man. That offense we should have had at least 30 some points on them. That Wisconsin defense was solid at home, but we got to do better, man. We got to do better. All in all, the offense to me was probably like a C minus, man. C minus. We got to score. We moved the ball once again we threw an interception. He got a grounding penalty that put us out of field goal range. Like, man, we got to get it right, man. And record, they're gonna have a tough defense too, man. So we gotta wake up, man. We gotta wake up. But let's move on to that defense. Let's move on to to the silver bullets, man. Once again, they started out the game hot. They made Braylon Allen fumble the first possession. They had the ball. Then he came. Then I think we scored. We got a field goal, and then he came back again. We made him fumble again, and that was Jordan Hancock. Secondary is lethal, man. Like this secondary is nuts, man. And like Jordan Hancock's a sophomore, if I'm not mistaken, or a junior. Igminosa's a sophomore. Like this secondary is gonna be nasty next year, man. We got Matthews. Like it's gonna be nasty, man. This Buckeye secondary gonna be nasty. We still got Sonny back there. Like this secondary gonna be crazy, man. But I thought the defense things. They got a great goal line stop before the halftime. It's impressed, man. Just doing a thing. I love the different blitzes, the different looks, confusing a quarterback. He was a young quarterback, confusing him. Like, what more can you ask for? We held him to 10 points. Like 10 points, man. That's what you need. Like we held Notre Dame to 14. We held Penn State to 12, and they got a garbage touchdown, really six. We on Wisconsin at 10. We locking cats up, man. And that secondary, if you ain't got a lot of great skill out there, that secondary tough, man. But we gotta stay with it, right? Stay with it. Linebackers play good. D line was disruptive. JT went down a little bit, but I think he's gonna be all right. I think he came back in the game just fine. But Jack Sawyer played good. Hey, my boy Sawyer been playing good, man. He is a beast on that run game. Like we've been playing good ball, man. That D line is nasty. Tyleek, just the batted balls and just everything, man. Just playing good ball. Just playing really good ball, man. So the defense, I love the structure of it. I love the discipline. Like we've been playing good ball, man. So I respect Jim Knowles, man. Like I said, I've always been a fan of Jim Knowles, even last year. I know we gave him some big plays, but like I said, you could tell the defense was a lot better, and you could tell they were growing, they were getting better. They just needed to make plays when they needed to make plays. My boy Proc dropped another pick. Man, Proc got brick hands, though. Gosh, Lee. Man, this dude should have like 3 picks this year. This dude probably should be up for the Thrope Award. This dude dropped picks left and right, man. Like, come on, Proc. Give me one. But all in all, they played great, man. They played great. They played great. Wisconsin was a good test. I'm glad that we came together. We fought. That could have been a trap game. I know it's hard to play at Wisconsin. Like I told you, I've been an Ohio State fan for a long time. That Camp Randall's been a doozy for us, man. Like I think 03 we lost when we had Chris Gamble, my favorite Buckeye, and Krenzel came back. I think we lost there. If I'm not mistaken, like 09, 10, we lost there as the #1 team. Like it's just a tough place to play, man. And I think the last 2 times they said we played at Cameron, they went to overtime. So it's like it's a tough place to play, and I'm glad we handled that test. It was a game that everybody circled and said Buckeyes might lose this one. Guess what? W. They keep, like I said, they keep moving the goalposts for us. It's Ohio State rules, right? Before we play them, we gonna lose. They looking suspect this year. When we beat them, they're not that good. I've been seeing it all year, but we'll just continue holding strong, man, and continue staying focused. We got another little stingy test next week at Rucker, and I'm not like I was way more nervous for the Wisconsin game, but Rucker is a solid team, man. I think they're probably maybe not quite as good as Wisconsin, or I think Wisconsin might be a little bit better, but they feisty. They gonna show a lot of heart. Graciano's a tough coach. His team gonna play tough. And man, my Buckeyes just can't catch a break, right? It's like, man, like every game, like the last 3 or 4, other than like Purdue, like it's been like tough games for us. Like we gotta really play physical games, but I think it's gonna build us ready for it when we go to Ann Arbor uh for the game. But yeah, all in all, we undefeated, man, and nothing. It's worrisome with Kyle McCord. I'm not gonna lie in the offensive line, but we just got to make it work, man. We got to get back to focus. A lot of people got banged up. I'm really praying, cross my fingers. Lathan is fine. We need him, man. Lathan is a monster out there. He kind of the tone setter for that secondary. We kind of need him to be okay. JT got hurt. I think he came back, but Kyle McCord banged up. Marv took a bump. Like we're just really banged up, man. And that's just because every game's been physical, but it's gonna build this. It's gonna build character. It's gonna build. It's gonna make us be ready, man. I'm telling you. When we get past, like I said, this Rucker headache for a little bit, I think it'll be a competitive first half. Hopefully, if Kyle McCord is playing, hopefully it'll be over by halftime. Honestly, it's capable of doing that. They're not better than us, but then it's kind of like we back home for 2 games, so you can kind of be at ease. Michigan State, they're awful. Minnesota, they just don't score enough. So it's like we're close, man. We getting there. So we just got to get past this test right here, man. But my Buckeyes, man, undefeated, happy. Like I said, I love it because everybody had these games circled that we were gonna lose, and we still undefeated. We still in the business, man. Credit to Ryan Day and the coaching staff. You know, and the playoff rankings come out Tuesday, so I'm expecting us to be in the top 4. But like I've always said, that don't really mean nothing, man, until the end of the season. So, all in all, man, the Wisconsin game was a good test. Hopefully, we see them again, maybe in the Big Ten championship, then Iowa. So, I'm looking forward to it. Once again, this is another episode of Walks Buckeye Talks. Uh, Coming back with you. Uh, like, share, subscribe. My Buckeyes are 8-0. Proud to be a Buckeye fan. Uh, and hey, all in all, I'll be back this week with an analysis of the Rucker versus Ohio State game. So, hey, let's go do it, Buckeyes. Let's get it going, man. Peace out.